What's up, guys? Trev here, and today I am taking a look at the fourth and final mix of Hot Wheels Premium Fast and Furious for the year. There's that if you need it. 5 cars. I'm going to take a look at them all. I have the full set. I'm going to just put it over here off to the side. Yeah, final mix. It's been the 25th anniversary of the Fast and Furious movie, so Hot Wheels has been celebrating, like doing chases in the line, which we will get to soon. But I thought I would pull out all of the Fast and Furious premium cars that have come out this year, at least new ones. There are only 10, including the chases, new Hot Wheels premium Fast and Furious cars. I'm not counting the box set, which I don't have. I think it just released on Amazon when I'm recording this. But yeah, only 10 new things out of 20 cars, which, yeah, half the line is repeats. Quite unfortunate, but we're going to get into the repeats. Actually, we're going to work our way backwards, going from number 5 to number 1. Just so happens the stuff that I want to look at, the order follows reverse order. Starting off with the McLaren 720S from Hobbs & Shaw. This is a re-release. It's the first time this version of the McLaren 720S is being re-released in Fast and Furious. The first version came out, this one's a bit dusty because I've had it for a while. This came out in 2021. I think actually it was like late 2020. This was in Eurofast. And here is this version. And you know what I notice is the tampos are much cleaner on this one. Did they use dot matrix printing? They did. The black, especially in the back here, like that's not dust. That's just the graininess from the printing. The back here is a much more solid black. I think it's still kind of a dot matrix printing, but I think the graphics are just a little more sharp. The color is the same. The wheels are the same. Everything is the same. The only difference is going to be the base code on the bottom. So this is the old one here. Oh, just banged them together. Didn't want to do that. This is the newer one. And oddly enough, it looks like the taillights aren't as high of quality than this one. I don't know. The taillights, they even looked... I don't know if that might be tampo slide, actually. Wait. Yeah, it looks like the tampos on mine here are misaligned a little bit. Or the graphics should be a little higher on the taillights. But that is the 720S. If you missed it the first time around, you get another chance at it. But it is a repeat at the end of the day. Number 4 of 5 is the Nissan 350Z Custom. I did a video last year about the Tokyo Drift box set. And I talked about, oh yeah, there's only one new car in here. So I bought this box set for essentially one car. Well, this was that one car. So this is the first time we're seeing this in singles. This was in the box set. I actually have it here. And they are the same car. It's from Tokyo Drift, I believe. I just threw the packaging in here. Yes, it is. This is the new one. This was the box set version. They are identical. This is the first time we're seeing this in singles, so I guess if you didn't get the box set, you have your chance to get it now. For those who bought the box set, well, unfortunate, I guess. But, I mean, not much to say about it other than it is the 350Z. And a quick note about this casting is that it's actually based on, I think a Nismo Aero body kit. The actual movie car has a Veilside body kit, which Mattel does not have Veilside licensing, which is why we haven't gotten any of the Veilside cars, such as Han's RX-7, which is one of the more popular cars, and we haven't gotten it in Hot Wheels because they lack the licensing. Is what it is. All right, new stuff. Here we go. Number 3 of 5. It is the Lexus LFA. This is from Fast 5. This car doesn't really do much in Fast 5. I think it's just in the ending. It doesn't... Yeah. Second version of this, I believe. The first version was in white in Timeless Icons. I'm trying to remember if there's another version of the LFA coming. I feel like there might be. But you have this really nice gray. It's a nice metal flake gray. It's got this newer 6-spoke wheel, which looks really nice. I think it debuted on that Mitsubishi wagon. There's the back. The spoiler is a separate plastic piece. You have the Lexus taillights there. You have the logo there. I mean, it's just a plain looking Lexus LFA. It looks really nice in gray. I really dig this version. I love the wheels on it. Looks really nice. I think it's better than the 10 spokes. And this is just a really nice version of the LFA. And this is why Fast and Furious can be good, because we get nice versions of cars. And also castings maybe Hot Wheels would not have made otherwise, such as this Del Sol. It gives Hot Wheels the budget to do more. The only thing I wish is they cut it out with the repeats, because there are a lot of stuff they can do that don't require new castings. It's just pre-existing toolings. But instead they do half the line as repeats, which is like my main gripe. We have a new casting in this set. It is from Furious 7. It is the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Coupe Black Series. And this casting looks fabulous. Brand new casting. Also, this is the model that is tripled up in the case. So because we have chases, which I'm going to get to these in a bit, but these are one per case. So one of the models in a case, which is a box of 10 cars, usually 2 sets each, but because of the chases, this is only one, and then one of the models gets tripled up, which in this case is the Mercedes. And this is really nice. It is in white with black 10 spokes with a chrome lip, which looks outstanding. You have the front grille. You have the top printing. I mean, it's just plain. The mirrors are even printed in black there. It's just a plain Mercedes, just white. And it looks amazing. You have a plastic spoiler there in the back. Makes it look a little more sharp. This is stellar. This is amazing. Such a nice casting, such a well done casting. It looks great. Just an absolute all-star. That's a really good one. And finally, we have the chase. Let me get a little bit of room. So the first chase we saw was the Eclipse in the first mix, which was actually the only new car in the first mix. It was the Eclipse. It gets Spectra Flame paint, gets chrome rims. Second model was the RX-7, which honestly might be my favorite just because the base gets Spectra Flame, which makes it pop really well. Then we have the Charger, probably my least favorite just because it's a black Spectra Flame. It doesn't pop too much, but the fourth one is the Supra. Now, I mentioned this with the Eclipse and the RX-7 when I did that video. The packaging, this is a bit dusty, it's been sitting in my closet for a while, but the card art is actually continuous for these two. So you can see, creates a little picture if I can line it up properly. There you go. So it's a nice scene. The Charger and the Supra do the same thing. I actually think it's a little more apparent if I line it up just right. There you go. So you can see it's actually a continuous scene. The Charger and the Supra racing next to each other. Everything connects. It looks really cool. So because of that, I'm actually going to preserve the card art. So I have an X-Acto knife that I'm going to use to kind of surgically remove the car from the packaging. So once I get this open and out of the box, I will be back. Supra is freed. I actually forgot to grab the regular version, but it's okay. So this gets the chrome 5 spokes. I think the regular versions get, I think it's just gray. No, actually, the regular version had, that they did for the Fast and Furious. So, okay, let me restart. The orange Supra has actually never had a singles release as this until now. The first time we saw the orange Supra in premium was in the box set from 2020. It was then re-released in a Car Culture 2-pack with the 2020 or 2021 Supra. I think it was released in 2023. Those versions are identical. They also did the swap, the R34 and Supra graphic swap in 2023. So in the first mix of Fast and Furious premiums that year, the R34 had the orange Supra deco on it, and then later in the year, the Supra had the R34 graphics on it. It was weird, but I think the main line, the Supra that we got in the diorama set and the 2-pack had the 6-spoke wheels on it. Do I even have a car here with those 6 spokes? I actually don't think I do. Is it the 6 spokes or is it 7-spoke? It's the TE37 looking wheel. It's that one. But this gets the kind of the star wheel in chrome, which looks nice. This is in Spectraflame Orange, so it pops a lot more. There's the back. There's the other side. It is just the Fast and Furious Supra. The graphics are all going to be the same as the previous premium versions, but this gets Spectraflame paint and the chrome rims. We need to see this Supra in singles. If they ever decide to re-release something, I would not mind another version of the orange Supra in a singles pack and not a multi-pack or whatever. Yeah, that's the last chase. So there are your chases for 2026. You had the Eclipse, you had the RX-7, you had the Charger, and the Supra. My favorite personally is the RX-7. I just like how much the red pops. And those are your chases. And I thought we'd take a quick look back at 2026 Fast and Furious. So, as I said, half of the line was repeats. There were only 10 new things that we got. In singles, there is that multi-pack which has some other stuff in it. And then there was one re-release where they corrected something. This Lamborghini, they gave it the wider 5 spokes in the back, which the original one had kind of a skinny wheel and it sunk into the wheel well. This looks much better. But the only other new stuff we got was the really awesome C10 custom pickup, which was in the second mix, brand new casting. Del Sol, another brand new casting in white, which looked great. The previous mix had this, the Dodge Challenger RT, which was a brand new casting. Mine, unfortunately, has a bit of a defect there. And then you had the BMW M5, which was also a brand new casting. A lot of brand new castings, and now we have another brand new casting. So, and then the LFA, which was a recolor. So, of all the stuff we got in Fast and Furious that was new, 4 of the 10 were chases. One of them was a pre-existing casting, and then the other half were new castings. Very interesting. And then the other half was just re-release stuff. The only thing that was improved upon was this Lamborghini, which got the wider 5-spoke. But I'm really hoping for 2027 that they ditch the repeats. Or if they don't, okay. I would honestly rather them just do less Fast and Furious mixes. Maybe instead of 4 a year, just do 2, but have it only be new stuff. Because the repeats are quite tiring. It's just a waste, especially with Mattel and Hot Wheel prices just going up and up and up. I don't want to be spending my money on stuff that I already have. It's kind of annoying. But we'll see. I know next year, I believe Car Culture 2-packs and the diorama sets, they are getting rid of the re-releases in those. I think the first mix of 2-packs, which has a Ferrari 2-pack that everyone's going to go feral over, every single car in that set is new. No repeats. And the first box set for next year is, I think it's an HKS set. Also, all new stuff. No re-releases. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's probably not going to happen. But I hope that re-releases are kind of purged from the Fast and Furious premium line. But yeah, that is the end. Honestly, it's a solid mix. These two are great. Solid chase. You got a couple repeats that at least they hadn't been re-released before. But yeah, that's the final mix of the year.